Hey, Ag Teacher Thoughts here, coming at you with another video. Well, it's time to make a few more container combinations using Firefly petunias. Now, if you've seen the Firefly petunias on my channel a lot, and I talk about them a lot, what you may not know, or you may have missed, is that Firefly petunias are bioluminescent, which means they glow in the dark. So all of the combinations I'm making here, the Firefly petunia is the one plant that we'll be able to see at night that's glowing in the dark. Now, I'm going to start posting pictures that are a little bit more realistic about what you can expect with the Firefly petunia. I know everything I show you is kind of glow stick bright or neon bright, but the true Firefly petunia is more of a soft, pale green as it glows. So I'm going to try to make sure that when I include a photo of this planter mix that we're going to make at the end of the video, which is what I'm doing with all these videos. I come back out later tonight and I'll photograph them in the dark so you can see, but I'm going to make sure that's a little bit more representative of what you will see. And they're going to be all photographed in the same exact spot. So each container, you can rely that that's going to have the same lighting from time to time. That is, as long as my neighbor keeps her back porch light on. She turns that off. I might have to add just a little supplemental light so that you can see the colored non-bioluminescent plants that we put in there. But here's a good idea of what these are going to look like tonight after dark. All right, welcome back. So we're going to go ahead and grab some of these Firefly petunias and we're going to put them into our Mother's Day mixes. So these are combinations of plants that you can put together that should work well for your mother for Mother's Day. And with our mixes, we're just doing a 3-pot mix. For our soil, we're using Sungrow Sunshine Mix number 4. That's the perfect peat perlite mix for your Firefly petunias. It holds just the right amount of moisture in there. It's not too dense. It's not too light. It's just right. So that's the soil that I've chose for over 40 years of nursery and growing work. So that's the one that you want there. Now, as far as the container, we are going to be using a 12-inch round. So it is 12 inches tall and 12 inches across, or pretty close. These pots can be easily retrieved at any major big box garden center. They can get you a container that's just about this size. And with the Firefly petunias, they're not real heavily rooted, so this is going to be more than enough soil volume for not only them, but the accompanying plants that we put with them. And we'll cover all the extended care later on in another series of videos, but I figured you'd like to kind of see a baseline of where we're going. So the first thing we're going to put in here is a Firefly petunia. That's the glow-in-the-dark one. The original is just a plain white, which is why we're adding some colors to them. They do have trial varieties of colored ones that are coming out. They're test marketing them this year, and then we will see if they'll go full mainstream next year. But we're going to use this one. It has been tight to other containers, so it's a little bit sprawly, which is why we really need to get it in a larger container. So Firefly petunia in a 1-gallon pot. So to remove that, I'm going to place some fingers over the soil on the top, squeeze the container and lift it off. And then we're going to go ahead and bring that root ball down into our pot. Now, as always, we want to make sure that we are not going through and breaking up that root ball. We want to leave it intact. It does not help to break that up. It only hurts the plant. These will not ever get root bound, so don't worry about that. That's kind of something for woody ornamentals, not really for herbaceous bedding plants. Okay, so we've got that in here, and we're going to bring it in a little bit closer so you can see how we put the rest of that stuff in here. But the Firefly petunia is pretty easy. We just put it on one side, and we pack a little potting media around it. So come on in close, and I'll show you the rest of it. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to do a white and pink planter. So what we're going to add first is a Verbena. Now, this is a proven winner's Verbena. I wish I knew which variety this was, but I cannot seem to locate the tag. So I'm going to give you a nice close-up so that you know what that looks like. Why the tag is missing, I don't know. But it was, I cannot remember the name of this variety. If I can locate it, I will go ahead and drop it down in the comments, but it was not tagged. So we're using a white and pink Verbena. So this is a Verbena, and it's going to be in there to tie together our two different colors. So our white and our pink. And I'm just tucking that soil in there around the pot. Not squishing it real heavy. I'm just kind of loosely filling in there. But that Verbena is going to go in there. And this offers just about the same coloring, or pretty close. Gives you that idea between this geranium. And this is Savanah Neon. So it's a zonal geranium. People often call those cutting geraniums. But this is going to add our other splash of pink. And it's going to be in our number 3 location. So to remove that, just the same as we always do, 2 fingers on either side of the crown, squeeze the pot, allow it to drop free. And then this geranium, we're going to come in and make sure that the soil surface is about an inch below the lip of the plant, which is going to give us plenty of room for that water to collect as it slowly soaks into the soil during watering. We're going to start feeding the rest of that soil in there. And this planter is going to be one where the tallest plant in this pot is going to be the geranium, followed by the Firefly Petunia. And then the Verbena is going to kind of hug the soil surface and cascade down over the edge. So when we're displaying this in our garden, we're going to make sure that that Verbena is actually the plant that is facing our viewer, so that we've got kind of a triangular shape to our container. So they'll see the Verbena first and then travel up to the geranium and the Petunia with their eyes. So we've got that tucked in there. I'm just checking for any other gaps. This is a really quick planting combination. So our Firefly Petunia is going to provide our backdrop. And with this, we're going to go ahead and remove any of the old spent blossoms. So that is just something I do to keep these Firefly Petunia baskets looking nice and pretty. It's just remove any of those unsightly old blossoms. I'm just specifically looking for the dried ones. And with these baskets, the geranium is also going to have a bloom spike that after it finishes, it's going to be kind of tall and dried out. So you can go through and clear those out. And I'll show you a couple of those later on once we get this Firefly Petunia planter all in a mature state. And we'll start going through and I'll talk about care of some of the various plants that are in here. All of them are still fairly young, so that we don't have the opportunity to share that now. It will come later. The other thing we do want to do is we want to make sure we tuck the tag in there so we know what the varieties are. Very important, as kind of with the Verbena. If I knew what it was, I would tell you, but I will go back and locate that. I've got a big list of the Verbena, especially from proven winners. I know I've got a list where I can look through and find that one for you. But the last thing we need to do with our Firefly Petunia planter is to go through and water it. And I usually use this as a great opportunity to wash off any of the potting soil that is accumulated on our plant material while planting. And this again is where we're going to come through and we're going to water it 3 different times. Separate those waterings by about 5 minutes. And that's going to allow that water to soak all the way through our soil and get all the way down into the container where we're going to have that perfect moisture for its first planting, so that our plants won't be stressed out when they are first watered in that container. If you do notice any soil gaps after watering where the soil has soaked into one of the cavities that may have been left during potting, it's a perfect time to go through and fill those in so that you don't have any low spots. But make sure there is space at the top of the container, something that we like to call freeboard, because you want an area for that water to collect as you're watering it so that it gives it a chance to soak into that container. Don't ever plant them all the way to the top of the container. You will have severe problems with your containers drying out and wilting during the summer. Anyway, there we go. There is a nice container mix using Savanah Neon geraniums, a Verbena, which I will tell you what that one is later, and then our bioluminescent Firefly Petunia. So we're left with just one thing, which is to go ahead and get this in place where it's going to spend its summer. So there we go. There is another combination planting of our bioluminescent Firefly Petunias from Light Bio, mixed in with a couple of other annual bedding plants. This is going to look fantastic at night, so stay tuned to the end where I'm going to show you just exactly how that looks. And make sure you go out and get a Firefly Petunia for you or for Mom. Remember, Mother's Day is coming up, so she's going to want to have some pretty flowers in her yard too. The Firefly Petunias are available in many different independent garden centers all across the United States. They're also now available from Home Depot, so you can buy those in person or online at Home Depot. And as always, you can also purchase them from Light Bio themselves, and they're going to arrive in a pretty good size plant plug. And you can get those at www.light.bio. That is their web address, so light.bio. Anyway, as always, I hope you enjoyed seeing this planter mix come together. I hope you subscribe to the channel, and more importantly, I hope you also go out and get a Firefly Petunia of your own so that you can enjoy them in your garden and see that beautiful flower glowing at night. As always, Ag Teacher Thoughts, out.